We have ourselves an absolute value inequality. Whenever you have an absolute value inequality, the first thing you need to do is get the absolute value all by itself on the left. Well, it's not. In fact, we have two things to do to make that happen. So let's add 10. Let's add 10, and that'll at least get rid of the negative 10. So 9 times the absolute value of r minus 2 is less than negative 63. Now, in order to get the absolute value all by itself, divide everything by 9, and now we have, and I'll write it out here, r minus 2 inside the absolute value is less than negative 7. Don't need to flip any signs for any of that. There you have it. Now that we have the absolute value all by itself, we can split this up into two inequalities. Each inequality is going to have whatever's inside the absolute value on the left, like that. One inequality has you keeping the symbol and keeping the right side. The other inequality has you flipping the symbol and the opposite of the right side. So the opposite of negative 7 is positive 7. Now, the other key thing here is we have a word in between. Now, the word is completely dependent on the symbol that you have right before you split these up into two inequalities. This is a less than, which means it's going to be and. I remember a phrase that I use every single time, great or less than, and since this is less than, it's going to be and. So you treat these problems the way you would treat their own individual guys. You add 2, cross you out, r is less than negative 5. You add 2, cross you out, r is greater than 7, 9. I don't know why that took me so long. Now what you do is this is an and statement. So you make yourself a little rough draft, right? You make yourself a little rough draft and you say, all right, negative 5 is here, 9 is here, and I need to find out where both of these graphs intersect. So if your r is less than negative 5, you would be a circle at negative 5 going to the left. If your r is greater than 9, you would put a circle there and go to the right. Wait a minute. If my answer is supposed to be where these two lines overlap and they don't, that means I have no answer. So the answer for this guy is no solution. There is no number. There is no number that I can plug into here and get a true statement at all. So that's my guy. Simple. Okay, that'll happen from time to time. I did a problem previously that it was infinite solutions. This one is the no solution variety. You didn't do anything wrong. I certainly didn't do anything wrong. So that's what we get here. Isn't that neat? It's neat.